Welcome to day 3. We have 3 supersets as always on the first day here. We have an elevated split squat lunge. We're doing 4 by 8. You're doing 8 each leg for a total of 16. We have hamstring walkouts, 4 reps. Out and back is 1 rep. And then we're going into a med ball slam for 10 seconds as hard as we can. An elevated split squat is very similar to the split squat we do for an ISO, but now we're going to actually add weight to it. Chest up, shoulders back, stretching the knee over the toe and pushing the ground away from you. Stretching, pushing away. Very big into the glute, the upper hamstring, and also the quad at the top of this exercise. Stretch and contract. Knee over the toe, heel down, and contract. Rest. Next on the menu is hamstring walkouts. What we're going to do is we're going to elevate our body up, pull our toes up in the ground, keep our hips elevated as we walk our heels out. We're trying to get almost flat to the ground and walk back. Boom, 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 creep all the way back. That's 1 rep. We have 4 times through. Walk on back. Good. Our next exercise is kneeling med ball slams. So as we say, we're going to go down to our knees. Now, what you're going to do, depending on how hard this ball is, if you throw it hard enough, it can come up and hit you in the face. We don't want that. So what you're going to do is raise it above your head and breathe out nice and smooth, throw the ball down. Good. Up, down. She's trying to catch it on the upswing, so you can use that rhythm. Breathe out into the ground, take out some anger on it. Good. And rest. We have a renegade row. What that is we're going to combine a push-up and a row into the same exercise. You're going to be doing this 4 by 12, so 6 each arm. This whole superset is 4 by 12. The feet are elevated, good, hips up. Strong hand as she rows up and down and down. Try not to tip those hips, try to stay as neutral as you can. Good, good, and rest. Our next exercise is a seated dumbbell fly. We're going to work the middle of the back again and also the trap. So we're going to bend over, dumbbells, knuckles together, middle fingers together, and we're going to go straight out. Straight out. Good job. Working that rear delt, working the hard to reach areas in the gym. 12 reps, 4 sets. And rest. Good job. Our last exercise is a seated 1-arm sit-up. So what we're going to be doing is, like I said, we're going to be doing 12 each arm. 1 arm is straight, all the way up. Good. If you can't do weight, just hold your arm up in the air. If you can't do that, cross your arms and go up and down. It's okay. All the way up and all the way down. Rest. Our next exercise is a transverse lunge. We have 6 each side for a total of 12. Then we have a Bulgarian split squat isometric for 20 seconds each leg, and then we have an overhead dumbbell oblique where we have 10 reps each. On the transverse lunge, the transverse plane is rotational. So what she's going to be doing is opening up her foot. Go ahead. And lunging. Push back to the middle. Open up. Push back to the middle. Open up. Push back to the middle. Now, if you can't do it with weight, go ahead and drop the weight. Switch legs. You don't have to use weight. We'll go ahead and open up, pivot off that front foot, and push back to the middle point. Good. And push back to the middle point. Good. And rest. Good job. Our core here is an overhead dumbbell oblique, where the head will go behind here. What we're actually doing is working, people think you're working your oblique, you are. You're actually working spinal compression and flexion, or compression and expansion. So one side compresses, the other side expands, and we flip. Just like when we walk or run, one side compresses, one side expands. Good. Compress, expand, and compress, expand. Stretch, pull. So yeah, you're working the obliques, the side gills, but you're also working the spine's ability to bend. Rest. Last but not least, my hardest isometric. She's going to stretch her back knee to the ground. You can hold something in front of you if you need to, and she's going to be pushing through her heel, contracting her glute. Stretching her hip flexor, but contracting her glute and pushing the ground away. As you can see, her butt is literally shaking. 20-second hold, continue to breathe, and rest. Last but not least, our isometric is a calf raise hold. So what she's gonna do, same thing. She'll lean to me like a wall. She's gonna push up and she's gonna hold this for a minute. Push to her toes, just like the Michael Jackson Thriller movie, and we're holding as long as we can. Pushing through the big toe, cramping the arch of the foot. And rest.